Check out those guns right there.
Yeah, look at those guns. This farmer's town.
Yeah, those are teacher arms right there. The weight of America's education.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Lucas and this is...
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't done this in so long. I have forgot how it goes.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Lucas and you're watching Fine Tuning and this is...
Heather. You just introduced me because it feels weird for me just to say my name.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Lucas and you're watching Fine Tuning and this is my wife Heather. Of course, some of you have been requesting for a while to bring Heather back on the channel, so I thought we might do something a little silly today. So Heather's gonna be joining me for a new game where I get down a guitar, I'll let her pick out whichever one she wants, and then she has got to guess how much the guitar costs. So...
And that tells us if it's going to be sold on eBay soon.
Some of these guitars were gifted to me, so if they were gifted to me, I'm gonna tell you how much they cost if I would have bought them new. Some of them I bought used, in which case I'll say how much I pay for it used. But otherwise, let's just get right into it. Okay, so this is my PRS S2 Vella in this beautiful kind of surf seafoam green type color with a nice little Mass Effect sticker on it there. And it sounds like this. So, Heather, how much do you think this guitar costs?
Okay, you have to answer a couple of questions first.
Okay.
Is it American made?
It is American made.
Are these inlays or sticker dots?
Those are inlays.
What is the fretwood made out of?
Rosewood.
Okay, I'm ready to name a price.
All right.
I'm going for $950, Bob. Now I feel like I should have went with $1,200, Bob.
No. This is the Bob part that got me.
Okay.
Okay, well, first of all, I guess I should mention too, I actually traded something for this one. So I'll give you the approximate value of what I traded for it, and then we'll also figure out how much it is new. So I traded an amp head for this that was worth about $750. So to me, I've got about $750 in this. Let's see what it costs new, because I can't remember exactly. According to Sweetwater, as of this moment, the actual price for this guitar, brand new, would be $13.99. So
should have gone with my second answer.
So it's important to note that this is an American-made PRS, but this is on their, what they call their S2 series, which stands for Stevensville 2. So they have basically three different lines. They have the import stuff, their SE line, the S2 line, which is their kind of like medium entry-level priced American guitars, and then they have the core line, which would be like the real Mac Daddy expensive ones that I've got back there. So,
ooh, my eyes just glazed over.
So you were pretty close.
Yeah.
Especially in terms of like the trade value, like that's not terribly far off. Well done. Let's move on to guitar number 2. All right, Heather's next choice is my Eastman SB59-V, which stands for varnish because it's finished in antique varnish, which is glorious and beautiful.
Thought it stood for victory.
Well, it does stand for victory. So that guitar sounds a little bit like this. So, Heather, how much do you think this guitar costs?
Okay, 3 questions. Possibly 2.
You may have 3 questions.
Are these stickers or inlays?
Inlays.
Okay. Is this made in America?
It is not. It's made in China.
Okay. And what is the wood on the fret?
Ebony.
I guess $700, Bob.
$700. Okay. So, first of all, this is going to be one of those examples of guitar.
I should have asked what year it was made in. Anyway.
Well, I can tell you, it's okay, it doesn't.
But that would just be the worth, not, whatever.
I think this is either 2018 or 2019. You were there
Okay.
when I got it, because remember we unboxed it on Instagram?
Yeah, it just has the distress look right there.
Yeah, because
All
Because
purpose?
yeah, it's meant to look that way. This is the antique varnish version, so it's like got a little bit of a relic-y look.
Okay, people are gonna lose their minds, but I really thought it was just that old, because that's how good the relic
They've done an
looks.
insanely good job on the relic on this one. Like, it's very believable.
I wouldn't have known that it was a 2018 or 2019.
Yeah, if you didn't know guitars, you would for sure. Also, this one has my Ryan Daughter aviation sticker on it, which I really like.
Far Cry.
So I call this guitar Carmina. So first off, this guitar was gifted to me by Eastman, so I did not technically pay anything for it. But let's find out how much these cost new. There we go. All right, so you guessed, what, $750?
I guess 700, Bob. I guess 700.
All right, so the first, like, looks about right price that I can find on a webpage, because these are apparently a little hard to come by right now.
Which means the prices may have gone up.
They may have gone up a little bit
in the past 2 to 3 years.
This is pretty close. Right about $1,900.
Let me tell you why I said 700. Oh, can you guess why I said 700?
Because it was made in China?
Because it was made in China.
Yeah.
Normally, guitars not made in the US are a little cheaper because I come from a large factory overseas somewhere, and normally if they're made in the US, they're a little pricier. So
that is accurate. In this
that's why I
case,
guessed that.
the way to think of this is that is the case, but the comparable guitar to this would be like a custom shop Gibson, which is about $6,000 to $8,000. So.
Ugh.
Yeah, the reason these are so expensive, if you will, is because these are built almost completely by hand. There's no CNC machines or anything. It's all done with hand tools. And this is like a custom shop guitar.
I'm sorry, when the guitar is worth almost what I make in a paycheck in a month, it is expensive. No quotation marks needed.
Oh man, I love this guitar. It sounds so good and it plays great. All right. Next guitar. Okay, so guitar number 3 is my Godan Summit Classic SG. There's our thumbnail right there. This is a really cool guitar that my dad kind of picked out for me. I paid for it, but he picked out. But anyway, it sounds like this. So, Heather, how much do you think this guitar costs?
Where was it made?
This was made in Canada.
Stickers or inlays?
Inlays, I'm gonna go ahead and just stop you right there. I'm pretty sure
All of these are inlays?
everything I have out right now is inlays.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the neck made out of?
The fingerboard or the neck?
Fingerboard.
The fingerboard is made of rosewood.
And what about the body of the guitar?
Basswood.
Year?
I think 2018, I'm pretty sure. 2018, 2019, something like that. It's very new. My dad bought it new.
I'm ready.
All right, are you ready to guess how much this guitar costs?
1,500, Bob.
Okay.
I better put in a sound effect that goes.
I'm just gonna use that sound, just you going. Okay, so what was your guess? 1,500?
Yep.
Okay, well, you were pretty far off on that one, actually.
Yep.
So this guitar comes in, depending on whether you get it on sale and where it's sold from, somewhere between $700 to $900. So I think my dad got it on sale for maybe like $650. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so
Canada.
that's the thing about the Godan guitars, is they're like incredibly nice playing, sounding, feeling, looking guitars.
Well, they're nice because they're from Canada.
Yeah, and they're very apologetic.
Well, sorry.
They're very polite. But they're great guitars, but they're very inexpensive comparatively. So like if you were to just buy Gibson's version of this, the Junior would be easily double that. So, oh, you didn't do so well on that one. Let's try another one. All right, this is my Bootlegger Hounder. It's a pretty large body guitar. Made by Chuck and the fine folks at Bootlegger.
Chuck.
Once again, this guitar was gifted to me, so I did not actually pay for this one, but we can look up what they cost new. So, sounds like this. Oh, quit playing in G, I'm gonna play a different chord.
Well, I I know why you like this guitar, because it sounds like an old guy guitar.
It does. I mean, it can be made to sound different than that, but I use it often as an old guy sounding guitar because I like the way old guys sound. Thanks, old guys. Okay.
Old guys.
So
making music great since the 60s.
At least. All right. So, any questions about this one?
Of course.
Okay.
What is the neck made out of?
The fingerboard?
Neck.
The neck. Okay, the neck of this guitar is made out of maple.
Okay, fingerboard?
I can't remember if this one is rosewood or if it's like Jatoba or something, but I mean, it looks like rosewood. Mm-hmm. We'll have to look. I can't remember what it's made of.
American made?
No, this one is going to be made in Korea.
Is Bootlegger the name of this style of guitar, or is that the company?
The company, the name of this guitar is Hounder. It's a Bootlegger Hounder, but Bootlegger is the company.
Oh gosh, I feel like I'm gonna be so off on this one. Okay, but I'm ready.
Okay.
$550, Bob.
Okay, $550. There it is. Okay, this guitar new with a case, I might add, and a flask. This is my favorite part of swag that came with. There's a little mini flask that says Bootlegger on it. Yeah, this guitar, brand new, costs $574. There's probably a little bit more with shipping, but
so it probably would. Okay, but still.
Honestly, you're really close. I think that's the closest you've been yet. I like this guitar a lot. Like the neck feels great.
Okay, I mean, I could have won like daily double or whatever it is there.
Yeah, whatever.
What do they call it when you win both?
I think daily double is Jeopardy.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
Double showcase.
When you bid on a showcase and you get close enough to both that you win both.
Yeah.
Within like $200 or something.
Yeah, you could have won the double showcase.
Could have won a double showcase.
Yeah. These are awesome, by the way. I just love this guitar. It's so much fun to play. And it looks, it's like a smaller Firebird.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like a Korean made guitar, like what you would think in your mind. Because in my mind, when you said Korean, right? Mm-hmm. I would think cheap and rinky-dink looking, or funky shapes and whatever. But this looks nice. Oh, I don't see your other. Don't you have a Firebird?
Yeah, it's in the closet.
Because I was gonna say, like, it looks. Yeah, like the little shape is.
It's very similar to the Firebird. It's the whole thing is a little bit smaller, which makes it so that you can actually put it in like a gig bag. The Firebird is impossible to move around without putting it in that giant case. All right, let's pick another one. So this is the Squier Bullet Mustang. Now, right out of the gate, let me say that this guitar has been pretty majorly overhauled in the sense that I completely stripped and repainted it. And I added some different pickups and stuff, and I even put a little headstock decal on there that says Heather's Crab Stang.
I chose the color.
She did choose the color. So this is kind of meant to be like Heather's guitar for whenever she gets around to wanting to noodle. But anyway, so it sounds like this. What key should I play in? Give me a key.
E flat.
Oh.
Okay, E. Does that make it easier?
No, E flat's fine. You just pick the weirdest guitar player key. That's like. All right, there you go. E flat. Well, not a guitar player key.
Okay, I have several questions.
Lay them on me.
One, did all of this come together, or did you buy the body and then the neck?
It all came as one thing.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Two, what's the body made out of?
I believe it's poplar.
Okay. What's the neck?
Maple, and this is not rosewood, I don't think. I think this is, oh gosh, what's it called? I can't remember what. It's not rosewood. It's a rosewood alternative.
Okay.
I'll find out in a second.
Okay. Who's the maker of this guitar again?
Squier. So Squier would be the baby subsidiary company of Fender.
All right, I'm ready.
I forgive you if you're a little off. This one's a little hard to judge because I've done a really good job making it look this way. Like, this is not how it looked from the factory.
I can't remember, what color was it from the factory?
It was like electric blue.
Yeah, it was like a blue.
It was like a pow blue, like in your face.
Yeah, and this is a baby company from
Fender. Yeah, Squier makes all of Fender's like import guitars.
Right. Oh yeah, so where's it made?
China, I'm pretty sure. It might be Indonesia. Either China or Indonesia.
Okay. $650, Bob.
$650. You're super duper super off.
High or low?
You're high.
I was gonna say 450 originally.
Yeah, you'd still be.
Still off?
Oh yeah.
How cheap did you buy my guitar?
Okay, well, to be fair.
Let's recap. Your guitar is 2,000.
Okay.
My guitar, $150.
It was less than that, really. It's $129. Laurel, Indian Laurel, that's the name of this fingerboard. Yeah, so the reason that I bought this guitar, this cheap guitar, was so that I could do well, one, I've had really good experience with the really inexpensive Squiers. My Jazzmaster that I did the Vault-Tec paint job on is a Squier.
But you never play it.
I do sometimes, it's why I sound. But anyway, I bought this one really cheap because I wanted to do the video of how to make a really good looking relic guitar on a very inexpensive guitar. And I think I fooled you because you thought it was more expensive than it was.
Well, this is why it fooled me, is because you said, oh, you're gonna be fooled because I've done so much to it. And I thought you meant, oh, you've distressed it, which makes it look cheaper than it is. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna guess higher because he's trying to get me.
Oh, no. Okay, so that had the opposite effect.
Had the opposite effect.
You thought it was crappier than it was.
But come on, his guitars are $2,000.
Okay, but
haven't we also said that it doesn't need to be so crappy that you don't want to play it?
I promise you, I'm legit, like, cross my heart, this is not a bad guitar by any means. It's really good, actually, especially for the money, but you could totally gig with this guitar. Even with the stock components, without doing anything to it, you could totally have gigged with it and it would have been fine. This is my Greco EG800.
Now, are we going to be able to find out what it cost back when it was originally
Nah,
made?
because on top of the fact that you'd have to adjust for inflation, it would also have been in yen, because this was made in Japan for the Japanese domestic market.
So am I guessing like what you paid for it?
Yeah.
When you got it from?
I bought it off Reverb.
Reverb.
Yeah, so obviously it's used because this is an old guitar and they don't make them anymore. So anyway, it sounds like this.
What's it made out of?
Which part?
The body.
The body is made of mahogany.
Oh,
Yeah, it's mahogany with a, yes. Leave in the comments if you know what that's from.
Neck and fingerboard?
The neck on this guitar is made of maple, and the fingerboard on my particular one is, I'm pretty sure it's ebony. It could be Brazilian rosewood. It's really difficult to tell because it's such a dark piece.
Yeah.
But I think it's ebony.
And it was made in what year?
1977, I had to double check, but you can see from the...
Ooh, Star Wars year.
Yeah, this is true.
No wonder this guitar means so much to you.
That's
you should be calling it A New Hope.
Yeah, well, I call it Misa.
Ah, yes, because it's Japanese.
Yeah, well, and also the guy I bought it from, his last name has Misa in it, so I even have a made latte sticker on the back of it.
Now, I do have this question, and
Okay.
you can tell me if you can't answer it, because it might be
Okay.
two. Yeah. Is it worth more than what you bought it for? Like, if you were to sell it right now for what it's worth, is it worth more than the price that you bought it for?
That's a little tricky because the price can fluctuate a little bit, kind of depending on. I'm gonna say I probably paid a little bit on the low side for it because I bought another one of these that was pretty much the same that I paid a little bit more for. But I mean, it's pretty close.
What happened to your other Greco?
Which one? I've had a few.
Well, you said you bought another one and then you bought this one. And this is clearly the one that you kept.
I've actually bought three. One of them I sold, and the other one I gave to my dad.
Oh, right, because it looked like a guitar he would like.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so torn between what it's worth and what you paid for it.
Well, you can give me both. I mean, you can say round about what you think I paid for it and round about what you think it's worth.
Okay. I'm gonna say it's worth about $1,200.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say you paid about $950 for it.
Okay. So you think it's worth about $1,200 and you
Yes.
think I paid about $950.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, to be fair, I do see some of these in this vein. They're like a little bit weird because of all the different models that were made in a short period of time. They were changing stuff. But something in the vicinity of this, I have seen them listed as high as maybe $900 to as much as maybe $1,200. You don't often see them selling for that much.
Oh dang, you paid $650.
I paid less than that. Yeah, so keep in mind too that like what I paid, I'm gonna tell you what I paid, and this is including the shipping charge from Japan, which was $120. So this is including the shipping charge. I paid $550 for this. Yeah.
And that's such a steal for you because it comes from the 70s, time that you love.
It does.
It is solid.
Oh yeah.
And it's mahogany, so very good wood. Tone wood debate.
Don't get them going. Don't get them going.
Your comments are blowing up right now.
Oh man.
And then it does have your tobacco sunburst, which you like. And since it is from 77, it's aged into this really old man, dirty tobacco color that you love. And so,
I love it.
So that's just a steal for you to get that for $550.
Yeah,
it's all the things that you love.
I could, it's just, you get magic ones sometimes, you know, and like I said, I've had 3 Greco Les Paul type guitars, and I had 1 Greco SG that I got from Johnny. And all of those have been good, but none of them have been as good as this one.
Right.
And this is the first one I got, and I don't know why, it's just something about this one. It's not the year, because I've had 76, 77, 78, 79. And then I think the SG might be from the 80s.
See, I blame that Chinese guitar back there that costs so much. It's been throwing me off because I've been guessing higher now off of the imported ones.
But to be fair, people often complain on my channel. They're like, oh, you can't find one of these for the price of an Epiphone. Yeah, you can. You just have to know what you're looking for. You have to understand what these guitars are worth, really, and you like be patient and stuff like that. But you're like, oh, like they'll get on eBay and they'll spend 5 minutes. They're like, oh, these are $3,000. I'm like, well, yeah, somebody's gonna ask that, but that doesn't mean that
doesn't mean that's what it's worth.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's what it's worth. So I can tell you that I bought 3. I paid $550 for this one. The one that my dad has, I paid $600 for. The one that I sold, I paid $450 for. So, like, it can be done, no problem. You just have to be willing to haggle and know kind of what you're looking for.
And be willing to pay $120 in shipping from Japan.
Yeah, you have to factor that into your haggling price.
Yeah.
Okay, well, overall, I'd say you have a pretty good, what I think is interesting is that you have a pretty good idea of what there are things that might make a guitar cost more or cost less. So you're getting really good with the questions. Like, you're asking, what is it made of? What's the wood made of? Where was it made? You know, does, like, what wood is the neck and the fingerboard made of? These are things that can often be used to identify the cost of guitars. However, it's a little unfair because I have gotten really good at tracking down things that are extremely good value for what they are. So
I know you're in here like on eBay and Reverb, just, you know, lurking for something good to show up.
Yeah.
And you're counting on someone maybe having something and they don't know how good of what it is that they have, so they're not selling it maybe for what it's worth.
More than anything, this is something I picked up from my dad over years of watching him do it, is patience. You got to be patient. Yeah, if there's something that you're after, don't like try to find something that's equivalent to that. Like, just wait, be patient, and watch for the thing, and sooner or later, the universe will align, and you'll be able to get it.
This is how your dad has 50 Legend amps.
You know, you say that number like jokingly, but
no.
It's probably not 50, but it's a lot. Okay, well, yeah, by all means, have your wife or significant
Have your wife or
so have your wife or significant other play the game. You can do it with our guitars, or you can do it with your guitars. I'm just curious, and let me know how close they got on your guitars or how close they got on my guitars. Cause
unless you're afraid for your wife to know how much you actually spend on a guitar.
And then in which case you need to like reevaluate your relationship.
Yeah. Or you just lie.
This relationship is built on lies.
Yep.
Okay, so until next time, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe, buy me a coffee, become a patron. Any of these things are helpful. And Heather will be back soon.
Most importantly, I deserve the coffee. I have the cheapest guitar in the room.
It's nice though. It really is nice.
But I say that, I've never even played it. So.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You're talking about like the cheapest guitar in the room, you've never even played it. You're gonna like it. Also, leave in the comments below if you'd like to see Heather do something else on the channel, and if you have an idea of what, because I'd love to read that stuff, and I'm sure she'd be interested too. So until next time, we'll catch you later.